Hello, this is me, this is Tim, this is book 2 for July 2020. I know I do 2 books a month, but it's getting the time is moving so quickly. Trying to keep up with which book is which and which part of the month. My mind is already on the first part of the first part of August. So, excuse me. The American Freemasons have not been immune from attack, but their critics are not taken very seriously. The media millionaire Pat Robertson, who made an unsuccessful attempt to become president of the United States when he ran in the Republican primaries in 1988, has attacked them in his book, The New World Order, which he published in 1991, and on many other occasions. The Baptist minister Dr. John Ankerberg, president of the Ankerberg Theological Research Institute, who has attacked homosexuals, the supporters of abortion, and other dissident groups, also denounced the Freemasons in his 1990 pamphlet, The Secret Teachings of the Masonic Lodge, A Christian Perspective. A Texan physician, Dr. James L. Holly, joined in the attack. But though Pat Robertson is a well-known public figure, able to give himself widespread television coverage, there is no reason to believe that his attacks on the Freemasons are taken seriously by the viewers who watch his television programs. The Freemasons have had no difficulty in exposing the weakness of the arguments of Pat Robertson, Askerberg, and Holly. Some of them go back more than 100 years and revive the allegations that Taxel made against Pike and his Scottish Rite in the days of Diana Vaughan. The Freemasons in the United States, with their deep roots in the American way of life and widespread influence among their fellow citizens, need not worry unduly if they form a smaller percentage of the total population than they did 70 years ago, or if fewer Freemasons have been president of the United States in the second than in the first half of the 20th century. They have more cause to be anxious about the decline in their influence among African Americans. Prince Hall Freemasonry has lost its influence among the younger generation. In several states, Prince Hall Grand Lodges have closed down and the number of Prince Hall Freemasons is falling. Very true. I told you in an earlier video, Black Masons are not in good shape because Black men are not in good shape. But the Freemasons need not be unduly alarmed. Their position in the United States is much more secure than in any other country. In Croatia and in France, with their traditions of right-wing Catholic attacks on revolutionary Freemasonry, the anti-Masonic campaign is reviving. In April 2001, a book was published in France that received great publicity. Ghislaine Otterheimer and Renard Lacrediere in Les Frères Invisibles renewed all the accusations against the Invisible Brothers, the Freemasons, which had been made by the anti-Masonic or the anti-Masons under the Vichy regime 60 years ago. They write of how Philip Agalate voted for the death of his cousin Louis XVI, and how the Freemasons were encouraged by Napoleon, how in the early days of the Third Republic, Freemasons plotted against the conservatives at the time of the Dreyfus case. Turning to the present day, every recent financial scandal and left-wing political development is said to have been planned at secret meetings of Freemasons, and prominent French and foreign politicians who have never been Freemasons are accused of having been secretly admitted into a Freemasons lodge. Oppenheimer and Lacrediere would have their readers believe that the sinister influence of the Freemasons constitutes a threat to democracy and public life in France. In Britain, the attack on the Freemasons is more likely to come from radical and left-wing circles. There is a public suspicion of Freemasons, which the English Grand Lodge policy of revealing their activities has not been able to dispel entirely. There are demands from official bodies that men employed in certain occupations, particularly the police, should be forced to declare whether or not they are Freemasons. This could not happen in America today. It is difficult to believe that any federal, state, or authority in the United States would issue orders to compel a man to declare whether or not he is a Freemason, even without the knowledge that any such action would be banned by the courts as a violation of Freemasons and constitutional rights. Even in the United States, you can be a member of the Klan and be a member of the FBI. And I have to say, in America, Freemasons are generally respected, not hated or feared. Whoever may be the victims of the next outburst of popular hysteria in the United States, it will not be the Freemasons. 175 years after the disappearance of William Morgan, the Freemasons are safe. They will not be the target of the next witch hunt, but will watch it complacently from the sidelines, since discussion about it will be banned in the lodges under the no politics rule. And that's the end of that chapter. We'll read some from the next chapter to close out the month. The next chapter is Are the Freemasons a Menace? I appreciate your support. I want you to take care of your mind, take care of your body, and please be safe. It is really tough out here.